Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Barby and this is my first actual video to speak to you about something in my diet that I have changed. You might have seen my videos on workouts with belly box aerobics. That's actually a concept I created. I'll post a video about that later on. I am here in a very early morning, about to do my exercise routine, but I wanted to talk to you about calories versus intuitive eating. A brief story about me and my dieting. I have been yo-yo dieting and put on a diet for the first time when I was 9 years old, and since then I was up and down for a long time until I was able to, I thought, find the perfect solution to keep my weight down. And it was actually macronutrient counting and calorie counting every day. So for 10 years I was counting everything that I ate. I had an eye on how many grams of protein, how many grams of carbohydrates, how many grams of fat I was intaking. I was told that for someone who was highly physically active, I needed to do that. I was also told in medical school that I needed to do that in order to know if I could lose weight, lose fat mass, gain muscle, etc. I even got a certification for coaching for athletes to be able to know how to do fat cuts for 8 to 12 weeks, followed by refeeding for about 3 to 6 months, and then fat cuts again for 8 to 12 weeks. And I started doing that to my patients in my own clinic or the people in my side business, because I do have a supplements, sports, and energy nutrition business on the side. So I started telling them, hey, I'll do an individualized guide with the macronutrient counting, and we'll refeed you first for people that I thought were not eating enough, and that's why they were not losing weight. And then after that, we would do a cut after refeeding for at least 8 weeks. So eventually, I realized, actually earlier this year, I discovered intuitive eating, and my life changed. I started reading the intuitive eating book by Evelyn, Tribole, and Elyse, Resch, and I highly recommend that book. It changed my mindset. I realized I had been doing it wrong. I realized I was taught wrong in medical school. Really, I was taught wrong since I was 9 years old and was put on my first diet. I was told wrong the first time I heard my grandmother tell me, you have to finish your vegetables if you want dessert. All of these things actually erased my own body's hunger and fullness cues and resulted in me not being able to tell when I needed to eat and when I needed to stop to eat, what I wanted to eat, when I wanted to eat, when I was eating for emotional purposes, when I was eating for hunger purposes, when I was eating out of boredom or out of anxiety, when I was eating because you name it, and I was doing it. So about 8 months ago, I stopped counting calories and I started intuitive eating. I'm still in the journey to listen to my body cues. Sometimes I still have a hard time stopping when I eat something like chocolate or a dessert that I like, even if I know I'm full. And I even start getting dizzy sometimes for the sugar rush, and I still finish eating it even though I'm thinking stop. And that stop is actually my body telling me, but my brain is still not used to it. My brain is used to, if it fits my macros, let's eat it. And if it doesn't fit my macros, then that means tomorrow's macros are going to be smaller. I'm going to compensate for what I'm overeating today. With intuitive eating, that does not exist. Your body compensates on its own. Your body tells you when it needs to eat, what it needs to eat, and when it needs to stop. It is a process of also erasing everything that you've learned in society about society rules, dieting, etc. If you didn't know, 95% of diets fail. And then you are the one that feels like the failure, even though it's the diets that fail. So then you go on another diet. So you lose some weight, then you start gaining the weight because you actually start eating the foods that you like one day and you can't stop, and you start binging on them. And then you failed. It's not true, but that's how you feel. And so I got tired of occupying so much time out of my day, counting calories, prepping what I was going to eat for the week, prepping all my meals, all my snacks, writing down the whole week ahead, all my macronutrients and my calorie intake each day a week ahead. I was consuming so much energy and time doing that. And now with intuitive eating, I just have preset number of snacks in my office all the time and at my house. When I'm hungry, I look at them, I see which one I want to eat, which one seems appealing to me. And when I'm not hungry, I leave it. So this video is to just introduce you to the concept of intuitive eating versus macronutrient and calorie counting. I highly, highly suggest you get that book that I mentioned, Intuitive Eating by Evelyn Tribole and Elyse Resch. And stay tuned. There's going to be more videos like this talking about diet, intuitive eating, and I'm also going to post a video very soon about my workouts that I've been posting. And also a new workout is going to be coming up soon.